Have you ever wondered which countries dominate the global economy and how they generate such immense wealth? In today's video, we're diving deep into the world's richest countries by total economic size. But it's not just about numbers. We'll break down how these nations thrive through industries like technology, energy, tourism, and more. Stick around as we explore the massive sectors and iconic brands that make these economies powerhouses on the world stage. 10. Italy. Italy's economy stands at around $2 trillion, and its wealth comes from several diverse sectors. Tourism plays a massive role, with Italy attracting approximately 60 million visitors each year, contributing billions to the economy. Italy accounts for about 5% of global tourism alone. When it comes to luxury cars, brands like Ferrari and Lamborghini generate around $120 billion annually from the automotive industry. Italy is also a global leader in agriculture, particularly in wine and olive oil production, covering 20% of the world's olive oil supply. Not in Russia. Russia's economy, valued at $2.1 trillion, is primarily fueled by its energy sector. Russia holds 25% of the world's natural gas reserves, making it the largest exporter. Gazprom alone generates $110 billion annually. In addition to energy, Russia's defense industry is a major contributor, exporting $15 billion worth of arms annually. With well-known brands like Sukhoi and Kalashnikov, Russia's agricultural exports, especially wheat, account for 17% of the global wheat market, making it a key player in the food industry. Canada. Canada's economic strength at $2.2 trillion is built on its vast natural resources and energy sector. Canada holds some of the largest oil sands reserves globally, with the energy sector bringing in around $180 billion annually. It also accounts for 10% of the world's forest area, making it a giant in timber exports. Agriculture plays a huge role as well, with Canada contributing to about 14% of global wheat exports. Its tech and startup scene is rapidly growing, with cities like Toronto and Vancouver becoming tech hubs. 7. France. France's $3.2 trillion economy is heavily supported by tourism, aerospace, and luxury goods. As the most visited country in the world, France welcomes 90 million tourists annually, generating $60 billion in tourism revenue, making up about 7% of global tourism. Airbus, headquartered in France, commands 40% of the global aircraft market and earns $50 billion each year. France also produces 20% of the world's wine and is home to top luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, and L'Oreal, making billions in the global fashion and cosmetics industry. 6. United Kingdom. With a $3.5 trillion economy, the UK stands tall thanks to its financial services, energy, and defense sectors. London is one of the world's largest financial centers, and 6% of global financial transactions pass through the city. North Sea oil adds $70 billion annually, contributing significantly to the UK's energy industry. Iconic companies like Rolls-Royce and BAE Systems make the UK a leader in aerospace and defense, while tourism also plays a role, with millions visiting landmarks like Buckingham Palace and the Tower of London. 5. India. India, with its $3.9 trillion economy, is rapidly growing, driven by the technology, agriculture, and entertainment industries. India provides 55% of the world's IT services, bringing in $200 billion annually. Bollywood, the world's largest film industry by production, generates $2 billion each year. Agriculture is another powerhouse for India. It produces 25% of the world's rice and is a major global supplier of tea and spices. India also has a burgeoning pharmaceutical industry, earning around $40 billion annually. 4. Germany. Germany's $4.5 trillion economy is built on automotive, engineering, and chemical industries. With BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Volkswagen, Germany commands 10% of the global car market, generating $400 billion annually. The chemical sector, led by giants like BASF, controls about 10% of the global chemical market. Germany is also the world's largest exporter of industrial machinery, with 30% of all industrial machines globally produced here. Exports are key to Germany's economy, with total exports reaching $1.5 trillion each year. 3. Japan. Japan's $5 trillion economy is driven by automobiles, electronics, and robotics. Japan accounts for 10% of global car production, with Toyota, Honda, and Nissan leading the way, generating billions annually. Sony, Panasonic, and Nintendo showcase Japan's dominance in consumer electronics, while Japan also produces 30% of the world's industrial robots. The semiconductor industry is another major contributor, earning $150 billion annually and securing Japan's place as a global tech giant. 3. China. China's economy stands at a staggering $19 trillion, contributing to 30% of global manufacturing. Major companies like Huawei, Xiaomi, and Alibaba are at the forefront of China's tech boom. China is also the world's largest automotive producer, manufacturing 28% of the world's vehicles. The construction sector is another massive contributor, with China investing over $500 billion annually into infrastructure. In addition, China produces 50% of the world's steel, underlining its industrial might. Tourism is growing too, with 60 million tourists visiting annually. 1. United States. The U.S. economy, the largest in the world, is valued at $26 trillion and spans multiple sectors. Apple, Google, and Microsoft together earn over $1.5 trillion annually, leading the global tech industry. Wall Street drives global finance, with the U.S. handling 40% of the world's financial markets. The defense industry, with companies like Lockheed Martin and Boeing, brings in $150 billion annually. The U.S. is also an agricultural powerhouse, producing 15% of the world's corn. So there you have it, the world's top 10 richest countries by total economic size and the powerhouse sectors driving their wealth. From energy giants to tech titans, these nations dominate the global economy in ways that might surprise you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth looks into the forces shaping our world. See you in the next video.